Hello, my nakamatachi. This is Joy Girl, and welcome to another Hangout stream. How are we all today? Alright, so hopefully this stream doesn't, we have no problems this stream. So we had a stream yesterday morning, and I think about an hour and a half into the stream, I think. It was a longer stream, it was our longest stream yet. The camera died, the camera, ran out of battery, and so we were blacked out for a while, and then the audio wasn't working. So I was contemplating doing a bit of a miming stream, and then we just ended up using the laptop webcam. But so hopefully everything's working. Hopefully everything's working now, and all right, let's see. Is it working for you guys? Oh, there's a few of us who's the first. It's your first stream experience. Hi, the doctor. How was the rest of the viewing experience of the last stream? If you stuck around, you'll know what I was talking about how the stream just blacked out. So we might actually cap tonight's stream. I did charge my camera almost all day, so hopefully it'll last longer. But I don't know. I don't know how we'll go. So we might cap it to about an hour and a half. That seems to be around the sweet spot. Everyone's in early. Yeah, everyone's got in. I'm glad. I'm so glad that we're continuing this. I'm having a lot of fun. How are we all tonight? Yes, Friday night in lockdown. A few more Friday nights in lockdown. I'm guessing that we're gonna have a few more Fridays in lockdown, I think. Let's go. So how are you all surviving the break week? Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Good stream for break week, right? At least that's a good thing about these break weeks and the lockdowns is that we've got all of these streams. And actually, I've also got to ask you guys a question. How many of you guys have Twitch? School holiday. Your glass isn't big enough? Really? Alright, gonna have to get a massive one. One where I can drink with both my hands. You have Twitch? Okay, so a few people have Twitch. I'm thinking of moving the streams onto Twitch. I think I want to continue with the streams for sure. But I think that it might be hurting our channel's growth, keeping it on YouTube. So I'm thinking of moving the streams onto Twitch and hoping that enough people have it so that, we can have a smooth transition. Yep, yes, Big Mac, I am thinking of streaming on Twitch instead. Hello, Prakash. This is the first time that YouTube notified you on time. I'm so glad as well. I don't know what, a few people have been mentioning that the notifications don't work. YouTube's trying to foil our plans. I could stream Pirate Warriors too. Okay, yeah, we could. We could do that. I mean, that's a good use of my lockdown time. Make a backup account for streams like Morge. Okay, so I know I can do both simultaneously, but I don't have the I haven't upgraded my software for that, unfortunately. But it's also just because I think doing the streams on time, because I don't think streams is something that everyone on our channel is, something that they're into. So I think it actually affects the view count, and then that affects the YouTube algorithm. And so it affects our channel's growth, unfortunately. But also on that note, I'm not sure how many of you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, but we are currently sitting at, let me update, 14,997 subscribers. So we need 3 more subscribers to reach that sweet 15K. So this has sort of become inadvertently a race to get us to 15K subs. So share it around. We're gonna get to 15K tonight. We're gonna get to 15K before the camera runs out of battery. Oh, Are you leaving us already, Marco? Thank you so much for joining us. What time was it over for you? Thank you so much for popping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. That's right. Let's go to 15K. Get to 15K and then unsubscribe. No, don't unsubscribe. You'll break my heart. Yeah, so Michael's explained it to us. Michael Schott says, hello, Michael, has explained it to us. So the live stream, kinds of long video, and not a lot of people will watch it afterwards. And then so that just affects the rest of the videos that come out afterwards in terms of the YouTube algorithm, which is why I was thinking of moving it onto Twitch instead. Also, who's watched, did you guys all get to see my bounty video from last night? How did the algorithm go with that one? Did it pop up in your recommendations? It's 9:07 for me now. 9:07 p.m. on Friday night. What time is it for you guys? Hey, we reached 15. Okay, that was quick. All right, thanks guys. You spread the word. All right, we're at 15K, nice and easy. Our goal is accomplished for tonight. "5:07 a.m. 7:07 a.m. So it seems like it's the morning. Twitch is just another it's just a streaming site where most people do so I think it's a site where most people stream. Seems to be a big thing. To be honest, I'm not very familiar with it either. So I'm going to be asking you guys for a lot of help. Yeah, 15K. All right, 15K, night's done. All right, good night, guys. I'm kidding. No, I'm not going to do that, Otako God. It's 9 p.m. Sydney. There we go. Got another Sydney fan. Got another Sydney One Piece fan up in here. Sorry, excuse me. Oh my goodness, I do this almost every stream. I don't think we have a stream where I haven't accidentally just choked on water. I just get too excited talking to you guys about One Piece. So this is a good question from the doctor. Would I like it if there were some things in One Piece that were left unexplained? You know, add to the mystique, add to the mystery. I don't know. I'm on the fence with that one. I think I would like it to be not completely fully explained so that we can still put, you know, the puzzles together. But I would still like a lot of the things, you know, to have, you know, some sort of grounding for us to be able to come up with things to actually, you know, speculate and then add to the mystery. But it's a good question. What do you guys think? Hey, Chinho. And hello, Justy Andre. 8 p.m. from Japan. So Japan's not too far in terms of time. Oh, I didn't realize you were only an hour behind. "7:09 in Florida." Is that 7:09 a.m.? I'm hoping that this was a reasonable time for people. I put up a poll. I see a few people who've been able to make it to both our polls. So both our times. So this week, I put up a poll saying, you know, when would you guys like to have this hangout stream? And then the vote was just so even. I think it came to like, at one point it was even 45% to 55%. So I thought, oh, that means we're gonna have to do it twice, you know? There's no way that we can just cut out half the people, almost half the people. We're a family. Or actually, also speaking of family, so this is a chat that we had during Thursday morning stream. So as you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys know by now, but if you guys don't, for those of you who don't, so I'm going to be on the Reverie in I think it's in a week's time, almost a week's time, just over a week's time. And I'm going to be representing you all. And so for that, we need a name. And especially now that we've reached 15K, I think it's, timely. I think it's very good time for us to actually, establish ourselves. And so we had a few suggestions of what our name could be. So we had the Joy Pirates, we had the Joy Crew, but I'm also, asking you guys for suggestions. And then I'm going to put that up on a poll. And then we're going to announce ourselves at the Reverie. So I'm going to be Joy Girl from the We Decide. So I'm open for discussions and I'm open for suggestion. So House of Mythology, you were here on Thursday morning, and you're for Joy Crew. Yep. So I said Joy Crew is probably something that I've sort of been calling us the Joy Crew already, without consulting you guys, which is why it's stuck with me. But I'm happy to change it. Big Mac, do you think Zoro will be able to fight King with the side effects of the medicine that he took? The ding was a little late in that one. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole point of the medicine that he's taking now seems to be that I think the side effect will kick in sort of maybe towards the end of the fight or completely after the fight. I think it's something that Oda's using to, explain for why Zoro's not going to be as, I guess, able to fight in the future arc, in the arc after Wano, because he's just done so much at Wano. So I think this seems to be his sort of this is going to be one of his last showings. And then I am not too sure how much it'll affect King, his fight with King, I mean. And, Zoro's, I think the way I see it is that Zoro's going to be able to beat King just as the medicine wears out, or we're gonna see it completely wear out, and then we're gonna have that awesome moment, that classic moment where Zoro just uses all of his grit and might, and he uses that to defeat King, and it just really fits the character of Zoro, being able to overcome all of the odds and overcome all the difficulty. Zoro loves pain. So we got a few people for Joy Gang as well. Joy Squad. Hello, musical shy guy. Thanks for joining us. Joy Gang does sound a bit mean. Sounds almost like I get the Frankie family vibes from Water 7. Hey, Vince Smoke, you're here. You said you couldn't join us, but you're here. The Joy Fleet. Yeah, Joy Fleet, that's another good suggestion. The Joyful Pirates, yes, we've got that suggestion before as well. Something's popped up. Hi Levi, how are you? Thanks for the super chat. Good morning from Texas. You can't stick around but wanted to say have a great stream. Oh, thank you Levi. Thanks so much for joining us. We were just saying that we're gonna have a poll later about our name. So so make sure you keep tuned for that and make sure you vote what you want us to be called. And hey, Texas, you're from not too sure, but I've always wanted to go to San Antonio. My favorite basketball player is Manu Ginobili, and so good stuff. I'm not too sure if you're still with us, but if let's go to the Spurs game together one day. The Joy hats, I like that as well. Actually, I like that. Are there any arcs that I've changed my opinion on whilst rereading? I actually haven't had an experience where I liked an arc less, but I also haven't gotten very far in my reread of the One Piece series yet. For a lockdown, I haven't been doing very well with the reread of One Piece, I gotta say. The Sunny Side Up crew. Yeah, it's very fitting, you know. I like to eat. I like eggs. I am currently up to Arlong Park. And I'm not too sure if that was a question for me, Chin, but I used to watch the anime first, and then I started reading the manga. So there are actually still a few arcs that I haven't completely finished reading in the manga yet. The PB and Joy Pirates, I like that. I love peanut butter. Peanut butter is honestly my favorite thing. It's one of my favorite foods. So, oh, that's a. I don't know how fitting it is for our pirate name, but on a personal level, I like the PB and Joy crew a lot. The dinosaur pirates. Giving Kaido's crew a run for their money. The Joy Gen, like we're a full generation. Um, Ramens asks, since I'm rereading, have I noticed any like Easter eggs? Yeah, I wouldn't say, I'm not too sure if I'd say like completely new that I didn't notice before, but it's definitely emphasizing. I'm definitely like picking things out where it's like definitely, oh my goodness, this foreshadowing, like the foreshadowing was very strong in this one. And it's something that actually I'm thinking of making a video about once I get further into the read. What do I think about the extra scene that the animes adds? So I was actually I watched episode 979 and 980 just before the stream. And it was crazy watching it because it was fun. Like I know that the anime extends a lot of the manga. And in previous arcs, that was something that, sort of turned me off the anime for a while. It's been better in the Wano arc. I feel like it's still enjoyable, and it's actually like and some moments I actually think it obviously really adds more to the story. But in just this one, this is obviously the episodes where Kanjuro's kidnapping Momonosuke. And we see Kanjuro hold Momo for such a long time. And then it's just kind of like, and it's fine when you're reading the manga because it happens, just like panel to panel and it's so quick. But in the anime, you're thinking like, why has no one gone to save Momo this entire time? So moments like that's been pretty funny. But I've got good things. I've got a very high opinion of the anime, of the Wano episodes so far. So the next episode seems to look awesome. So I'm not too sure what's going to happen in the next episode. I know that I just caught up to the one where Denjiro is revealed. And so I think Jinbei's going to join in the next one. So is it when they actually reach Onigashima? Is that the next episode? Because I like that. I also loved seeing everyone's new outfits. Of course, they're going to have a new outfit change again, but Chopper, so cute. Yeah, I have almost caught up. The filler scenes in the Wano arc have to have Oda's approval first. Oh, there you go then. And so I've made a few videos about this, like how some of the additional information from the anime seems to be, confirming a lot of things for us. And oh, we got another ding. Hello, Jay So Smooth. Just wanted to say you're so cool and have a bounty predictions video from months ago, and our guests are almost identical. Keep up the great work. Hey, thanks, Jay. And everyone go check out Jay's bounty prediction video as well. We'll have to see how similar we've come up with our predictions. The next episode could be the Warlord 7 removal. Oh, really? Wait. I thought the next episode was the Toby Roppo. I'll have to check it out again. Oh yeah, see, the next one is the Toby Roppo reveal. Yeah. And hey, Big Mac, would you consider it a good thing that Toei is taking 4 months to produce each episode of Wano? I didn't know that it was taking that long. But I mean, obviously they're leaving themselves room so that they don't catch up to the manga so fast. But the production's just been so great. I think the quality is so high, and I can't wait to see all of the new anime episodes. And you know, that means, and they're taking the time, but I also hope that it's not affecting the workers too much. You know, that they're all, you know, keeping healthy, because obviously we don't want the people working on the anime episodes to get run down. I think I've seen that for a few other animes. I've heard news about that for a few other animes. So, and that would be obviously a bad thing. But in terms of the quality, I've been loving the episodes. Any chance you start posting reactions to the anime episodes? The next episode is the Toby Roppo reveal, but it has the director of the episode with the Warlords, and people are hyped up for the quality. Okay, so I've mentioned this before in another stream. I did actually record one anime reaction, and I posted it on my Patreon because I didn't know how many people would be interested in it, and I didn't want to affect the channel too much. So it's up on my Patreon, and it didn't, I'm not too sure if people enjoyed it so much, so it wasn't something that I was thinking of continuing, but let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. But also, what manga scenes are you guys most looking forward to getting animated? Because I have a few in my head, but I'd be keen to figure out, you know, to find out what you guys want to see most in the anime episodes. Yeah, see, Ramens, you'd love to see your favorite scenes in the manga. Which favorite scenes? Hey Rusky, thank you for my thank you, congrats. Yes, you gotta think of a pun for me for a congratulation pun. And Ryan, would I consider learning Japanese as a way to improve your analysis of One Piece? Not that you're bad at commentary. I love your commentary more than even taking in Grand Line Review. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying the analysis. And I say it quite often, but yes, I really wish I did know how to speak Japanese. And it's interesting that you say that, because when I do watch the anime episodes, I'm not too sure. Like I can pick up on some words because I speak Korean, and I think a lot of words like have quite a similar basis. And I guess maybe it's because I think China, Korea, Japan, I think share some words. So if there are some words or some, like, I guess the maybe the syntax and the sentence structure seems to be quite similar. So it is something that I'm, you know, interested in looking at. Right now, I'm still studying full-time, unfortunately, also working a couple of jobs. So I don't have the time to be, you know, committing myself to learning a new language, because that is something that requires, you know, a lot of dedication. But maybe once I actually graduate, maybe it'll be something that I look into, because it is something that I think we're really missing out on. You know, some of the translations, all the really like deeper level of nuance, I think, I would love to be able to, you know, read it for myself. So Roof Piece, everyone's really excited for Roof Piece. Yeah, that's definitely something, you know, I can't wait for that as well. I was thinking, just because all the recent anime episodes are just, you know, very heavy focus on the scabbards, I'm also thinking, you know, the Tsunachi scene, awesome. The Straw Hat lineup as well, also awesome. So many good episodes coming up. I'm not too sure how long it'll take for us to get there, but it's exciting stuff. Yeah, see? Joshua, see, we're on the same page. The anime version of the samurai versus Kaido. Sonachi! Yes. Frankie running over Big Mom, definitely. And DQ Geek, your little sister's currently watching One Piece for the first time. That's so exciting. Oh, and she's currently in the little garden. Oh, yes. So did you have a hand in that? Did you convince her to watch it? Very proud of you. I wish that I had like friends who would want to watch the anime because I think it's such a great experience is to be getting to rewatch or reread something again, and then especially when you have someone new, and it's like a very giddy feeling. I've yet to be able to convince anyone though. A lot of, yeah, so Luffy at the rooftop. Sanji saving Momo, yep, gotta give our hats off to Sanji for that. That, yep. And, all of the recent winks that we've been getting as well in the recent chapters. Hey James, anyone here stuck in the New South Wales lockdown? That's me here. But at least it's brought us to this hangout stream. You've been asking her for a while. I'm so proud of you. Yes, you got her on board. Maybe only post reactions to episodes that include scenes you are excited to see. I mean, yeah, so the episode that I did the reaction to was, I think it's 978. When you're at sea, you deal with pirates. Chills. All of the new gear. Luffy with the cloak. Law with the Corazon cloak. Awesome stuff. So it was. I think I've said this before. I think I prefer the wording that they used in the manga rather than in the episode. But still, it was just so well done. Oh, Luffy and the staring food fight when they're playing around and they're wasting food. That was, yep. You could just feel it in Luffy's face, definitely. I haven't actually seen Murphy's review. Has it been good? It's something I would ask to do a collab, but I keep saying this over and over again. I'm too shy to ask other people about collabs. So maybe if I can get on her radar. But hey, Emmanuel, and thank you for joining us. Am I planning any collabs with other YouTubers aside of Liam and Reverie? Do I know any of them? So you will have to keep your eye out for something. But like I said, I'm a bit too shy to ask anyone for collabs. A lot of the content creators are a lot have a larger channel and have been around for a lot longer than me. And so I just feel like they might not see it as something that's quite beneficial for them. But I love speaking about One Piece. I love talking One Piece. I'd love to meet them all. It's also partly why I'm so excited for the Reverie, just to get to meet everyone and then talk One Piece with kindred spirits. Let the Joy Gang take care of the collab issue. All right. Do I think Ode Sensei is a genius? Of course. No question. We need an Australian Reverie for all Australian One Piece content creators. That's something that the Grand Line Review so Liam and I joke about quite often. Something that'll be time friendly for us as well. We're usually, I think the Reverie's gonna start. Can't remember exactly what time it's gonna start. I think it was supposed to be like 3 a.m. In Australian time. I think I said like the most that I can realistically commit to is waking up at around 6 and joining from then. I don't think I could join in from 3 a.m. I'd just be half dead. So an Australian reverie, so where it's just time friendly. But then it also wouldn't probably be time friendly for most of you guys. So a reverie is the meeting. I think it's an annual gathering of a lot of the YouTube content creators, and it's going to be held next week, next Saturday/Sunday, depending on where you're from. Check out Mr. Morge's channel. So Mr. Morge is hosting it next year, and it's my first reverie. And hey Eric, you're back again. You're back joining us. Hello. It would be 1 p.m. here, which is an interesting time slot. So 1 p.m. is a much more friendlier time slot for you. It'll also be the weekend. It will be Saturday 1 p.m., is it? Oh, okay. Thanks, Eric. So it's my first reverie, so I'm not quite 100%. I don't really know all the details. So it's not quite an annual event when someone wants to host it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I think that's right, because we clarified this in our last stream that it was in September last year. It was held in September last year, so it's a bit earlier than an annual stream. It hasn't been a full year yet. Can you get a shout out from the Philippines, big friend? Hey, Christian. Okay, I'm pretty sure I said this right on Thursday. Gusto mo? Is that how I say? Is that how you say how are you? All I really know how to talk Philippines is in Tagalog. All I know how to do is name foods that I like. Kumusta? Is it kumusta? Did I say it right? I don't know why I'm going down this rabbit hole again. I made a big fool of myself with trying to test out my knowledge of different languages, and it didn't go well. I'm gonna stop it now. Kumusta? That's right. Okay. Are you asking me where am I now? Wismger? Wismsger. Wismsger. Oh, gusto mo means you want. Okay. How would I say I want? You just said you want in okay, you want. How do I say okay. I don't know. Like I said, this isn't giving me a great chances about learning Japanese, is it? Hopefully the Japanese will be a lot easier. Yes, this is the Joy Girl studio in here. Change more to ko. So gusta ko? So gusta ko. So if I was to say gusta ko Jollibees. Is that right? Can I say something in German? Guten Tag. But I don't mean that to say like good night, goodbye. Just have a good night. How are you going? What would the crew flag look like? That's also a good point. So that's going to be our next question. So actually, I wasn't too sure what we've got here. Have we decided what our suggestions are going to be? Am I going to have to rack my brain for this poll? So we've got Joy Crew, Joy Gang, Joyful Pirates, Joy Pirates, Sunny Side Up. I've got my personal favorite, which is now the Joy and PB, or PB and Joy Pirates, but I'm not too sure about how we'll go with that one. A smiling skull, I like that. We're gonna have to get a new flag as well then. It's 4 a.m. in America. Thank you so much for joining us, Monkey D. Luffy. Yeah, that is right. Joigo. English and bad English as your two languages. I mean, English is a hard language. It's a very inconsistent language, so. The Joy Hats. Yes, that's right. Joy Hats was a good one too. You just started reading the manga. So were you only watching the anime before? So I said this a bit earlier. The challenge isn't going as well. You guys had very, very high hopes for me, and I have to say I'm very sorry that I couldn't live up. I couldn't live up to your expectations. I'm currently still in Arlong Park. So on my end, it seems like the stream might be a bit laggy. I hope it's all fine for you guys on your end. The Joy Force. I like it. It sounds so fierce. Easier than Portuguese. Hi, Ana Franco. My sister is learning Portuguese. So, unlike me, my sister is very, very talented with languages. She picks up languages very quickly, very well. So she speaks four languages, I believe. At least like conversationally, and she's getting really good in Portuguese. What would I want for Zoan Devil Fruit? Hmm. That's something, it would have to be a bird. It would have to be bird related because I would like to be able to fly. But I'm not too sure about exactly what bird. I don't know if I want to go like all predator, and go with like a really like eagle or a hawk, or which is funny that I say a bird because I actually have a slight fear of birds. I say slight, but you'll have to see me and how I react to birds in real life to judge for yourselves whether it's slight or not. It's better than the last stream. Okay, I'm glad. Reading it for the second time is actually very entertaining. It's actually, One Piece is a series. The more like every time I go back and reread certain segments, so a lot of the times I have to go reread, certain segments so that I'm doing the research when I'm creating the videos. And each time it takes me so long to actually make the videos because I just get sucked in and I'm actually just enjoying myself reading the series again. And I have to be like, oh no, go back. You have to write the video. Hello from Mexico. Thank you. I'm glad that you're enjoying the videos and waiting for a new collab. Another collab with Liam. All right. I mean, collabing with Liam is easier considering the time frame. Like considering we don't have much of a time barrier, but Liam's already been so generous with his time. Okay. So it's a bit embarrassing to tell you guys this, but that ship when we built the Thousand Sunny together, that took us a couple of hours. So you guys got a very abridged version. The camera ran out of battery, I think, twice, maybe even three times during that whole experience. So we had to wait for the camera to recharge because that's how long it took us to build that ship. Don't tell him I admitted that to you guys. Hey, always ready, new sub. Thank you. So yep, for those of you guys who are just tuning in, who are just dropping in now. So this stream sort of inadvertently turned into a stream that was going to help this channel get to 15K because just before I got on, it was 14,996 and we are now at 15,003. So we got there. And thank you for everyone who's just joined in. Do I find Luffy annoying or cute? Oh, I can't find Luffy annoying. He's great. Do I plan on making any theory videos? So I do like theory videos. If you're new here and if you haven't watched any of my theory videos, then please do check it out. I have a few out there, and I always have a few theories running through my head, but I always like to make sure that I wait, and so that I can build it up more so that it's not just completely crazy and wild. But I do always have a few theories running through my head. Why? Does anyone find Luffy annoying? I don't think I've heard anyone say that they find Luffy annoying. He's our captain. Please give us a theory about Zoro family lineup. I've got a video on that, Prakash. You gotta go watch the video. The Tama and Toko, your favorite theory? One of the more recent theories. It's just all the reveals that we've gotten about Yasui and Toko just makes it feel a lot more real for me as well. Okay, so ramens. This is actually something that I can't take credit for myself. This is something that my friend who actually got me to start watching One Piece told me. But I think it's beautiful, so I'll share it with you guys. So I think the best way to explain One Piece to someone who doesn't want to watch it is that One Piece is actually a series that makes you a better person. And I think you can interpret that in so many different ways. But I thought that was beautiful. And I guess, slightly, it's not as a philosophical or a beautiful answer. But One Piece is like, I don't know what it is that's stopping your friend from starting One Piece, but I know from my end, the reason why I never actually started One Piece earlier was that at the time, there was still, it was still over 900 episodes. And I just thought, there is no way that I'm going to catch up on 900 episodes. And it was sort of me coming fresh out of binging Naruto, and I was like, Naruto is like half filler, and even that took me months. So there's no way that I'm going to catch up on One Piece. It's just going to take me forever. And then I actually just started watching it. And just sort of, I don't know, it was a bit of on a whim. I think I just finished my exams one day and I was like, you know what, I've got time. I'll start watching. I just finished watching Demon Slayer as well. And I was like, oh yeah, you know what, I'll just start watching One Piece. Didn't know what other series to start. And then I was like hooked from the get-go. And even though I was like it was just such a daunting idea to catch up on 900, it was actually like, oh no, I want more. Like, give me more. So, yeah. Joy Girl's friend, the lurking legend. I agree with that. Joy Girl's friend is the lurking legend. You find English dub Luffy very irritating. I think I would find anything dub a bit irritating, to be honest. Paul, Ace's mother having the Gomu Gomu no Mi fruit theory. So I talked about this as well in the last video that I made after the reveal. I think it's just called, I'm not too sure what I titled the video now. Anyways, it has the Gomu Gomu no Mi on the thumbnail. But I'm not 100% sold on that idea about Rouge having the fruit, just because I think that means that it would bring her up in the world government's radar, and just given what we know about, and also just because I think it just means so much more that Rouge was actually just able to keep Ace in through like her motherly love and through just her sheer will and determination, which is also, obviously an important theme in One Piece. So I think I like that explanation better than more than just the logical explanation of her having the Gomu Gomu no Mi that allowed her body to expand. But I mean, yeah, like on a logical level, it would make sense. But like I said, just more emotionally, I think it's just a lot more meaningful and a lot more like heartwarming, knowing that it was just something that she was able to do just to keep her child safe. But that's my two cents on it. Big Glass Summer is back. We are, and it's almost out of water already. We're almost out. Is that vodka in my cup? Can you imagine if that was just straight vodka? No, this is water. This is purely. I'm sorry, I'm not that wild. Are there any Australian anime fans who even watched the dub version? I mean, I'm sure there are. Um, I like that Ugandan. Can we name the glass the Holy Joy Grail? So maybe this is gonna be in the flag somehow. And hey again, Big Mac, what are my thoughts on the theory that Yamato may have some connection to Hiyori? So you always giving me these new theories that I haven't heard about before. So what's the theory that Yamato might have a connection to Hiyori? I mean, I did consider the through Hiyori as Komurasaki. I thought about this as well because Hiyori and Yamato and Jack would all be around, if not exactly the same age. And so, also growing up sort of in similar circles, I think there could be I've always more thought about it in terms of Yamato and Jack. I'm not too sure I heard much about Yamato and Hiyori, but you gotta let me know what it is. And okay, so Bravo de Ace, what made you choose the name Joy Girl? Um, so Joy Girl's actually it's a name that I chose because of a connection to a different entertainment, to a different media. Have you guys watched the movie Inside Out, a Disney movie? When that was really popular in high school, a lot of my friends used to call me like Joy because Joy is a character from that movie. And sorry, one second. Whoa, Guillermo, I'm sorry, I'm not too sure if I'm pronouncing your name right, but thanks for the super chat. There's no question there, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you. But back to the name. So when I started thinking of creating a YouTube channel because of Joy Boy in the series, I thought that would be a good transition. Also because the friend that I told you guys about earlier, who got me into watching One Piece, I told him before I started watching One Piece, I told him about that nickname, and he said, "Oh, actually, there's a character in One Piece." And that it would and then he made the connection, and so that's what actually that's what got me to create Joy Girl. And it was only after I created the channel that I found out about Joy Boy theories. And so, especially earlier on in the early days, I had a lot of people asking, are you related to Joy Boy theories? Are you his girlfriend? And I had to say, I'm sorry, I didn't realize when I made the channel, but that's actually my story, that it's actually connected to Inside Out. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a Disney movie, but it's a good movie. Thank you, Diversity Productions. Thanks for dropping in. It was fun having you here. It's too early for vodka. No, it's not too early for vodka. It's definitely too early for vodka for me. Definitely not in a cup this big. Simple Life says, you got a friend who hates reading long ongoing manga to start One Piece. That is awesome. So proud of you. And I told him that I never come across an author so genius who can incorporate real history and come up with amazing stories. So true. So true. And it always makes me so happy when I hear that people got their friends into starting One Piece. I have yet to be able to make such a conversion. I'm very jealous of you all. And Luke Dela Cruz, am I excited for the Reverie? I'm very excited for the Reverie. I'll have to also explain this name story to Joy Boy Theories when we meet him. Reverie's next week. You hope Oda Sensei release a chapter where Joy Girl exists at the same time with Joy Boy and make your channel explode. That will be very funny if the biggest twist is that Joy Boy was actually Joy Girl. That would be wild. When is Reverie's gonna be next? It's next Sunday for me, but I'm not too sure. I think it's Saturday for most other time zones. So, what are you guys most excited to see during the Reverie? Any questions that you guys are hoping to see most? Is Zeus going to be the member of the Straw Hats? I mean, I think Zeus definitely has joined. Do you mean like the final member, the member that we're expecting? I'm not too sure about that. You should voice them in the dub when that happens. Is this if we actually get a Joy Girl in the anime episodes? And you're back, Guillermo. You forgot the question earlier. You got too excited. Have you seen any Murphy reviews of One Piece sagas? Personally, you love them. It's really sweet seeing people fall in love with One Piece. No, so this is something that someone's asked earlier. So I haven't actually seen any of Murphy's videos. So I have to admit that I don't often get a chance to watch a lot of other One Piece content creators online, and Murphy's one that I've heard her name come up quite often now. It happened in the last stream as well. But no, I haven't watched it, but it seems like it must be good. She's getting a lot of attention, and that's great. I love, likewise, love seeing people fall in love with One Piece. One Piece is the answer to all of our questions. It's also the answer to all of our problems. What about Rayleigh versus Roger Oden? Oh, what do you mean by that? Oh, Whitebeard Rayleigh versus Roger and Oden? Is that the question? Or was it what about? And Dr. D Poison, you've always been reading One Piece, so you're a bit behind on the general scheme of things. Could you briefly explain this reverie that we keep talking about? Okay, so maybe I'm not doing such a good job in explaining the reverie. So reverie, as Eric clarified for us, is not an annual event, but every so often, I think, so a lot of content creators get together and they do a stream, a massive long stream, and this year it's going to be like close to 30 of us. So I don't think we're all going to be, on at the same time. I think it's, some people won't be able to make it at the same time. Like me, like I said earlier, I think it'll start at 3 a.m. in Australian time or in Sydney time, so I won't be able to join in until a bit later in the morning for me. But it's a gathering of One Piece content creators. And thank you, Morning Morality. Joy Boy is Binks, and the song is One Piece of the Treasure in the Japanese lyrics. They use the word warai banashi, which translates to laugh tale. Okay, that's, So Joy Boy is Binks, and the song is One Piece of the Treasure in the Japanese lyrics. Okay, so this touches on on a theory that I have that I haven't been that I'm not ready to share yet about One Piece and what it could mean, because I do have a theory about what the One Piece could be, and it is very, very closely tied to the idea of lyrics and songs. And Thomas Graham, welcome. So glad to have you join us. Everyone was so hype about this week's episode in the anime. Megumi is the director, so the episode will be good. Yes, so this is the Tobiroppo episode that we were talking about earlier. Very excited. Okay, I will have to catch up by this week. Alright, gives me a few days. I've got the weekend to catch up on the anime. That's why he laughed. Morning Morality. Okay. Oh, okay. So going back to that theory about Joy Boy and the song. Yep. So I've got a very... that's actually... It's very close to a theory that I had about the One Piece as well, actually. And what do I think Odin's bounty will be? So Odin's bounty, I think Odin's bounty is going to be at least similar to Marco's. Around at least like a billion, around the 1 to 1.5 billion mark. What do you think? What do you guys think Odin's bounty was going to be? Are you guys enjoying the bounty discussions? Is that something you're interested in? Because I just did a Straw Hat bounty video, and I did see a few comments asking about, other bounties. So is that something you guys are interested in? And hi, Giannis. You managed to catch the stream. Yes. Glad to have you here as well. And I'm glad, yes, and I'm also very happy to be in the Reverie too. Very excited. And Ariadne is just leaving. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for popping by. Have a great day. You like hearing about the future bounty predictions. Okay, that's good to know. Death Adder, you took the day off to tune into the Reverie. That's a lot of dedication. Good on you. I'll be keen to see you. That's a good point. I might actually even have to, I have work that day, but it's a bit later in the afternoon on my end. I'm thinking that the Reverie will finish by the time that I actually have to work. So we'll see. You like the video about the bounties? Okay, I'm very glad to hear that. Thank you. And hi, D. Greyman. Bounty Dio, as in Dio from JoJo? Chin, you like all of the bounty numbers except Chopper's 200. It's not me. It's the world government. I'm not sleeping on Chopper. You've been waiting for the reverie for a long time. I mean, yeah, so it was September last year that I think that we clarified in the last stream. And I'm very much looking forward to it. And hi again, Morning Morality. What will Carrot do in Wano, and do I have Discord? So Carrot in Wano, it's a really interesting question, right? Because I think we were all expecting that Carrot and Perispero's fight to go down a bit differently. So the way that happened was quite the shock. And I think it's left us all in a bit of a like a lurch on like what's gonna happen next. Obviously, knowing like the whole idea of the will and inherited will, I am really still hoping for a good Carrot moment. Also, just to see her Sulong form again. The fight, obviously was off screened. So I think there is definitely something that she's going to do. And do I have a Discord? Okay, so this is another thing that we're going to carry over from the Thursday streams discussion. I do have a Discord. I am just figuring out, actually, it's a good time to ask you guys because I am planning on, announcing the Discord and having everyone join the Discord server. But I need to ask about how to go about asking for moderators because I'm all really still new to this game and I'm not too sure how it all works. So I will need to, I guess, field and come out for and ask for moderator if anyone would be interested in becoming a mod for the Discord server. So watch out for that announcement because it is coming soon and I will get around to that shortly. And whilst I am still on the topic and I have it fresh in my head, I also, what do we got here? Jake Jones. Hi, Jake Jones. You almost unsubbed for the misunderstanding pun. No, you don't like my puns? Oh. I'm gonna warn you now. I'm not too sure that I'm gonna stop making puns. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, but as I was saying, whilst I'm still on the topic, and I'm actually gonna now that it's all in my head because I'll forget about it if I don't say it now. Also, things that we were discussing on the Thursday stream is that someone asked me, do I have a TikTok? I also do have a TikTok. Don't do much on it at the moment, I'm afraid, but I will start, so I'll also post that on it for you, and I will do the poll about our name. So that's 3 things, and remind me if you guys don't see a community post, because I'll put it on the community post. And hello Guillemode, what's the best One Piece plot twist? Leaving from work now, hope to catch you again in your One Piece hangouts. Oh, okay, thank you so much for joining us and thank you for all of your questions. My best One Piece plot twist, that's a hard one. Okay, Raizo is safe from Zou. That one got me chills. Every time I still like reread that section, gives me goosebumps every time. That was a really, really good plot twist, I think. But thank you so much for joining and have a great day. Hope to see you again soon. So I do have a few videos on TikTok, not a lot, but I will post all of that. So just remind me if I forget. It's going to be on the community post. I'll post it. And Board Clips, you're here because you saw the One Piece thumbnail, yay! And because you saw me on the Grand Line review. Well, welcome. We're just hanging out today, but we're glad to have you here. Yeah, Raizo is safe. Okay. Alright, actually, you know what? I'll do it now because I'll forget. I said that I'll do it after the Thursday stream and I forgot. So give me a second, guys. I'm going to post this community post. Alright, so you guys have to remind me. What do I have to... So we need a poll, first of all. So deciding on our crew's name. Drop your vote below. Okay. So, what were the recommendations? Um, okay, that's gonna take me a while. I'll just do the other things about the. Okay, I'll link the TikTok for now. Um, I don't even know how to find the TikTok. I'll have to find it. Um, okay, so what's what was my best One Piece moment? How can you choose best One Piece moment? It's way too hard to choose just One Piece moment. Okay, probably. This is a hard one. I can't say that it's I can't say that it's like the best moment, but one of the best moments because there are just so many would be the Straw Hats declaring war in the Enies Lobby arc because that one also just another awesome moment. What about you guys? Okay, whilst I'm making these community posts, you tell me what your what best One Piece moment is. All right, let me find TikTok. Oh, what do we have here? Um, Morning morality. Who was Marco talking to on his ship before Wano? So, if you guys have watched my Toki theory video, you will know that I am convinced that Toki is alive and that that was Toki on the ship. And even her clothes, even the tiny snippet that we saw in that panel actually seems to match some of the clothes that we saw in one of her like some of her final moments. So personally, I'm convinced that that was Toki. I will go down with this. Toki is alive. I say it over and over again, but Toki's alive. I truly, truly believe that with all my heart. At this point, if Toki isn't alive, that will be the bigger plot twist for me. So what are we saying? What do we have here for everyone's favorite moments? Which fruit you would have eaten if I had a choice? Robin. I'm in love with Robin's devil fruit. I would love to have Robin's devil fruit. I know Vivracard says that Toki is dead, but we've had this before with I think in the past about Sabo's Vivracard. So I don't know. I think I'm still convinced. The one kid, give me a reason to sub. Because we have fun and it's all One Piece related. What more reason do you need? You'll also get great puns. In my opinion, they're great. Apparently, apparently not everyone thinks so. Jake doesn't think so, but Jake and we're gonna have to discuss that in a little bit. So hi, you're new here. Yes, I figured that. But welcome. I'm glad that you're here, and hopefully by the end of the stream, you will have decided that you're gonna sub and become a part. Well, you're joining at a really great time because now you can vote on our name. So we're gonna shortly have a poll up about whether we're gonna be the Joy Gang, the Joy Crew, the Joy Pirates, the Joyful Pirates. So you can be part of this momentous moment. Jake likes my puns, he clarified, so it was just that one pun he didn't like. Dr. Deep Poison, what are my thoughts on the evil Shanks theory? Do you think he really poisoned Roger? I'm kind of hooked on this theory currently. Okay, so I am aware of the evil Shanks theory because I've made a video about it in the past, but I did not know that the extent of the theory went so far to say that he poisoned Roger. That's news to me. That if it is true that Shanks is evil, and there is a lot of like I understand why that's gained quite a lot of traction, but I think that would be a really huge twist as well. You like them all. I know. I'm just kidding. It's all right. I know it's all a misunderstanding. I messed it up. And the Joy Force. You're right, Justin. I keep forgetting the Joy Force. The Joy Force. The Joy Force. You'll sub. Yes, thank you, the one kid. And you're giving us a super chat. The ding's not caught up, but it's popped up on my screen. Oh, there we go. Have I read the Japanese story of Momo and Onigashima Island? Yes, Momotaro. I've made a video talking about this actually, and so it's amazing seeing how closely connected and how much detail that Oda gets from a lot of his from like real life myths and legends, and Momo's definitely a big one, and I really do think that Momo's going to have a really big role in Wano. Will Scopper have a role in One Piece? Where is he? That's a good question. Where is Scopper? Right? Where is Scopper? I think he will have a role. I mean, I think we're definitely going to see him. But in what capacity? I'm not too sure. I mean, at the moment, he's just been built up, I think, so well. Just anticipation as well, I think. I know a few people also think that we might be seeing him by the end of Wano. I'm not too sure about that one. But it's interesting because we see a lot of big figures in sort of the I guess like big milestone type chapters, I think, and so, but I would be keen to see Scopper. Scopper Gaban. Joy Force sounds like Power Rangers. Okay. Can I do a read of manga or books? I imagine that was books. You would watch that for sure. As in, you would just listen to me read. We could try that. You wanna? I mean, if that's something you guys are interested in, you gotta let me know that too. Have I had my Have I had my dinner? Yes, I have had my dinner. It's 10 o'clock. I eat my dinner a lot earlier than that. And I've just realized that it's 10:13 already. I can't believe how quickly the time's flying. You know, time, it's really true what they say about when you're having fun, isn't it? So like I said at the beginning of the stream, for those of you who missed it, so on Thursday when we did the last stream, my camera died at around an hour and a half into the stream, and so I think I think we'll maybe cap it to around an hour and a half as well. I don't want to have another failed stream where we're like relying on mimes and just relying on chat. It was a very hectic experience for me. So anything that you guys want to say, we've got 10 minutes and then I'll do the post. You're so angry you woke up and wanted the new chapter, but it's on break this week. Yep, it's on break this week. But hey, you've joined us for the stream, so hopefully we can turn you from angry to joyful. It's 8 a.m. and raining here in New York. I'm sorry to hear that. I much prefer the sun. I'm a sun over rain type person, but at least you're here with us. It was raining in Sydney for us too, actually. The Joy Beard Pirates. I'm not too sure that would be a very accurate representation, but I mean, we could make it work. The Joy Beard Pirates. A full read through of the manga is a great idea. You'd follow along. Okay, so okay, it seems like that's a thing that you guys are interested in. Okay, I'll have to keep note of that. Maybe we will have to actually create a second channel for all of this. I think that might affect the channel a bit to do all of that, but maybe we can do it. And hey, we got JD Legend in here as well. All right, hi Jay. Break weeks are always painful, but it gives us it gives us time to hang out like this. Any predictions for the new chapter? I'm not too sure if I'd say it's a new prediction, but if the fight between Jinbei and Who's Who is actually wrapped up, then I think we're gonna see some of the other Straw Hats fight. Maybe even if it's not in the right, like completely next one, something soon. And hey, we got Harsh just subscribed. Thanks Harsh, welcome. Welcome. You guys are all joining right at the perfect time because as I'm saying, after this stream, we're gonna have a poll and we're gonna decide on our name. Exactly. That's exactly right, Justin. That's why we've got YouTube and so that we can discuss One Piece whilst we all suffer in turmoil together. Also, I think at this point, One Piece has just been so good that I'm actually grateful that Oda is taking breaks, making sure that, he's keeping, nice and healthy. I think that's the most important. And hi, Giannis. You've been thinking maybe Toki has sent someone else from the Void Century into the future to Wano, obviously future being the current timeline. That's really interesting. I've never actually thought of it that way before. That Toki actually sent someone all the way back from the Void Century. So, that would be, I've never thought of that one. That's a very interesting thought, actually. Thanks for that. That's a good one. I wonder what their clothing would have looked like from the Void Century. I wonder if there's a way for us to be able to, figure that one out. And what do we got? And we got a new subscriber. Hi, Diraj. Thanks again for joining us. Did I know that God D. Usopp is the 11th member of the D family? That's the big twist. And again, guys, just like that, the big glass is finished. Agreed, more breaks also postpone the end of One Piece. You got a good point. No complaints here, definitely. And morning morality video idea. Great, I love video ideas. The mysteries of Wano, like why did the old hag turn into Shiki? The sacred trees, Sasaki, I imagine we had Sasuke in, I missed that one, was tied to the island's true name, etc. That is a great idea. There are so many mysteries in Wano. So there is actually a video that I am working on about the mysteries of Wano, but you've given me sort of new points to think about as well. So thanks for that. I'll definitely think on those ones. I'm actually going to be recording a video soon about Wano mysteries, but you gave me something else to think about too. "1019, no, 1019 out next week. It's out next week. We've got a break week this week. The Employed Joys. The Employed Joys. Is that our name? Joy D Legend. Do I believe Law will join the crew? I don't think so. I wouldn't say that Law would join the Straw Hats. But it would be extremely funny. We could have a lot more, funny moments with Law and the crew. But I don't know if we'll actually see him join the crew for real. JD Legend being here must mean a collab is coming. Okay, well, that's not maybe thanks Jay for spurring that comment in this stream. And thanks for coming by. Maybe Onigashima's actual name is Japanese version of Netherworld. Yeah, I mean, Onigashima obviously has the meaning of Oni and the demons, but we could connect it to deeper, I guess, if we think about like the meaning of demons. The Elder Joys. The Elder Joys. Making me sound very wise. I need that beard back. The Joy Gang. Should you watch One Piece? Is this like a question that you're reading One Piece and are you asking should you watch the anime? Because I would definitely say yes for the Wano arc. I'm loving the Wano arc. Or are you just saying in general, are you not familiar with the series at all? Because then yes, definitely start One Piece in whatever medium. I keep going for my water and my water's out. So if you start seeing me choke a lot more, you'll know why. What are the odds of Carrot joining the crew? Actually, what are your thoughts on these? What do you guys think? Are you guys for Carrot as the new Nakama? Morning morality. Video idea. We got another video idea. What if Bon escaped with Luffy and joined the Straw Hats? I would just love to see Bon with the Straw Hats. Also just because I would love to know that the voice actor, because obviously Bon-chan and Frankie share the same voice actor. So I would love to see that interaction. Hi Jeremiah. Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks for stopping by. JD Legend champion Sanji like no other One Piece YouTuber. I mean, so yeah, Jay, if you and I were to do something, I'm sure it would just be us gushing over Sanji together for a long time. Bon Clay, yeah, Bon-chan's the greatest. Bon-chan's so good. I was actually watching an Alabasta episode the other day, and it fills my heart. What do I think will be Law's role after Wano? I think it depends on what happens in Wano, but obviously we've got that, we've got Law's devil fruit that we need to think about and what got introduced about his ability. Did Bellamy really mess with the Straw Hats because he feared that they go after Doflamingo someday? P.S. Joy Nexus or Joy Razor? Joy Razor! I like Joy Razor, so I'll put that in the poll. Thanks for that. Did Bellamy really mess with the Straw Hats because he feared that they'll go after Doflamingo someday? I think Bellamy was... I don't know, I think Bellamy was just also more a bit, just a very prideful, quite arrogant. And that's also partly why as well. I know, like, even more so than, like, the level of thought that he had. I think he was just a very prideful character at that point. It's 2:30 in South Africa. I really hope that you mean 2:30 p.m. The one kid, you're back. Do you think the three ancient weapons are representations of the three Hakis? Poseidon Supreme, Pluton Armament, and Uranus Observation. That's a new idea. So, see, this is why I love these hangouts. You guys always bring up such good points that I hadn't actually ever considered before. Poseidon Supreme, Pluton Armament, and Uranus Observation. That would be interesting if that's actually how it worked out and add so much more to the lore and the history of One Piece and how this all started. I know because there's obviously a lot of questions, especially now, about the devil fruits, especially after what we found out about the Gomu Gomu no Mi and how that all originated. And so that would be also a real thinker about the origins of Haki. Okay, so we've got 5 minutes. We've also got like 10% on the laptop's battery as well. So I think 5 minutes is a good time. So we've got last thoughts, and then we'll have to say good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you guys are. Death Adder, Robin versus Maria in 1019. Like I said, I am really hoping that we'll see another Straw Hat battle in the next chapters or in the next coming chapters. And I was thinking that we might be going to see Frankie and Sasaki next, but I would love to see Robin and Black Maria. I mean, Robin really needs a good fight. The one kid, you like it here. I'm glad we convinced you. I mean, I told you, we have fun. And that whole thing about the puns was a misunderstanding. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep doing that for the rest of the stream. Frankie is next. So you're with me that you think we might be seeing Frankie next. Yeah, I was thinking that, I mean, I'd like to see Frankie next as well. I mean, I just love to see all the Straw Hats fight. That's one of the greatest things about the Wano arc, just the pure level of, like, focus on the Straw Hats. You like the Joy Rose. Okay, Joy Rose. As if, like, we control all the dark secrets, and we're manipulating everything, we're controlling everything in the world. And hi Vivek. Why is thanks for the super chat. Why is Oda introducing more mysteries like Nika? I think it's because the more and more the closer we're getting to the end of One Piece, I think he's introducing a lot more mysteries and a lot more, I guess, a lot more of the history and the lore behind a lot of the secrets in the world. And I don't know, questioning the Nika mystery, like I think at this point in the series as well, it makes me think that it's obviously not something that's new, something that that's been something that he's thought about for a while, obviously, and somehow related to Joy Boy and Luffy. So I'm keen to find out because we're getting other reveals in the Wano arc, in the recent chapters as well. All right, guys, we've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and 2 minutes and 7%. So we'll see which one dies first. We'll see whether the clock runs out first or whether the battery runs out. We're leaving it up to chance here. What did I think about One Piece before I started it? It looked fun. I was just totally terrified about how much I would have to catch up on. And like I said earlier, once I started, that was no longer a problem, and I was more scared about how much, about how little I had left. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed the stream. And your boy Steph, I am going to be at the Reverie. I'm very excited. So, hope to see you there. And Justin, 1. I feel Carrot and Yamato could join for more girl power. Do you think Luffy will keep the cape? 2. I really, really hope that Luffy keeps the cape. I love it. I'm absolutely in love with it. So yes, and Carrot. I think Carrot joining would mean a lot in terms of diversity, in terms of both gender and race. But it also works with Yamato as well, obviously, especially the more that we find out about Yamato, although that's not confirmed yet. So it is 10:30 and I had a lot of fun, but I'm getting light ups from my laptop saying that the laptop's gonna die now. So I think this is a good time, a great time to say thank you guys for joining me again on the stream. You guys are really, really making making the lockdown a lot more bearable, and I'm having heaps of fun. So watch out for the community post because I'll put up all the updates about the poll, about TikTok, whatever. You remind me if I forget. And I'll see you again soon. Okay. Um, okay. All right. And thank you guys all for joining. All right. It was great to see you again. Okay. Bye.